Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Medicom Toys Mafex Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. So here we have Spider-Man in his upgraded suit, and it does look impressive. But before we have a look at his details, let's run through his accessories. He comes with 3 masks with various eye expressions as well as an unmasked head. He also comes with multiple hands for various style posing, hands and feet with magnets in them, a loose mask, his cell phone, and 6 web effects. Other than that, Spider-Man doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at the upgraded Spider-Man suit. Mafex has done a great job here with the upgraded Spider-Man suit, and it does look like a retool from the Far From Home version. The Weblines are nice and the reds and blacks look very good on this figure. Taking a look at his head sculpt, they did a really good job sculpting Spider-Man's mask. The weblines are nice and recessed, and they do have a little bit of wash in them. The eyes are also painted really cleanly, the white parts look great, and the black outline looks even better. And then he does have texturing throughout his mask, which thankfully it's not as bad as the prototype looked like. Taking a look at his costume, it is the No Way Home Spider-Man suit, which is slightly different from his Far From Home version. The spider on his chest is done really nice, and I like the white outline that it has. The web lines are recessed with that really nice black wash in them. And the texturing throughout his suit is very impressive. We have some really nice texturing on the red parts, and on the black parts we have several different line works on them. One thing to note is that the wash on the red is highly inconsistent, so there are some parts that look darker than the others. The back of Spider-Man is nicely done. The black parts do continue that impressive line work, and we do have a white spider on his back. The arms look very impressive, and I love the detailing that Mafex was able to put into this costume. The red stripes on his forearm are painted really cleanly, and I like the fact that you can see his web shooters in his forearms. A nice little detail is you can see the mechanism on some of his hands that launches his webs. The detailing on his suit continues nicely on his waist, where we do have the black parts which have some really nice texture, and it does have different line works going in several different directions. Honestly, this waist setup looks much better than the SH Figuarts version. All the texturing is done impressively, and I like the fact that some of the lines go one direction and then we have some more lines to contrast that. Going on to his boots, he does have on your traditional red Spider-Man boots. Once again, the web lines are recessed in his boots, and the paint is a little more consistent here on his boots. And then impressively, he does have some texturing on the undersides of his feet. So overall, really nice detailing here on the upgraded suit Spider-Man, and even though I don't have the Far From Home version, the No Way Home version is just as nice. So with the details on Spider-Man out of the way, let's get him compared to our usual suspects. Here we have Spider-Man posed next to Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Finally, we have the Mafex No Way Home upgraded Spider-Man posed next to the Marvel Legends upgraded Spider-Man. As you can see, he is slightly smaller than most of your 1/12 scale figures, which is pretty accurate to Peter Parker in the movies. So with his comparisons out of the way, let's run through his articulation. Spider-Man has a double ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. Ball jointed butterfly joints and ball socketed shoulders. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at his bicep and double jointed elbow. Swivel hinge at his wrists. Double ball joint in his mid-torso and ball jointed waist. Ball hinge hips kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. Double bend in his knees, ball hinge in the ankles, and finally a toe joint. So the standard affair when it comes to Mafex Spider-Man figures. The articulation is great and works perfectly here for Spider-Man, and I don't have any issues with any of his joints. So with everything said and done, let's get the No Way Home upgraded Spider-Man posed for my final thoughts. Mafex has done a pretty good job here on the No Way Home Spider-Man upgraded suit. I have to say, I'm loving the unmasked Tom Holland head sculpt. It is very nice and very accurate to Tom Holland's actual look. Although I will say that his hair might be a little bit too dark. As far as the rest of the costume goes, as far as I can tell, this is pretty much a retooling from the Far From Home Spider-Man. Now, I don't have that original Far From Home Spider-Man, but this version is really nice to look at. The texturing on the red is really consistent, and one thing I absolutely love is how different the texture is on the black parts of his costume. However, this figure is lacking in the paint department. Because his webs are done with a wash, there are some parts of his costume which are more heavy-handed than others. His shoulder joints obviously have more paint than his chest, and his abdomen kinda looks like he's seen a little bit of battle. A little more consistency would have gone a long way for this Spider-Man. If you can overlook that, this is a really nice figure to have, especially if you missed out on that original Far From Home figure. I really like what Mafex has done with this figure, and if you are looking for him at the time I'm making this video, he's available on Hobby Link Japan. At a price point of $70 getting him shipped from Japan or $100 getting him domestically, this Spider-Man will work great if you are collecting the MCU Spider-Man costumes. With that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Mafex videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.